What up, Rambo Rob? How you doing, brother? CB, what's up? What's up? I'm glad you guys are at work. At least you guys are doing something. Let's see. Damn it. Oh, dude, I'm good. I'm tired. Yeah, man, I think the stream thing sucks, man. This computer. Anyway, what's up, Angel? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I've got 6 months, 6 glorious months of open carry coming. And by the end of the year, we're going to be also giving away a free firearm. But what I am going to do is I am going to pull up as many of these events for you so I can give you guys some links. Give me 1 second. Anyway, yeah, I've got a lot of great stuff, a lot of cool stuff's coming. I've got events happening in Daytona, Boynton. I've got stuff happening in Port Orange, just all over. Port Canaveral. There's going to be a lot of places that we're about to start going, and we're just going to go out there and go fishing. We're going to have a good time doing it. But like I said, I'm going to pull up some of these events so that I can start sharing these with you now, and then eventually I'll put them in the link as I upload this video. All right. And even if you do not have Facebook, you will be able to see these links, and it'll give you all the information that you need. All the information will be in these links that I'm starting to post. This first one I posted was that one's going to be in Port Orange. That's on June 8th. I'll do better on the next one. I'll give you more information. But June 8th, that one's coming up pretty quick. That one will go on to Port Orange, Florida. That one's going to be awesome, right there at City Hall. It's going to be on a Saturday. And yeah, it's pretty cool community. I used to grow up there. I kind of miss Daytona a little bit. There's things I do, things I don't miss about it. So, Rambo Rob's starting a new job soon, but he'll do his best to make it to all these events possible. Gonna be off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Yeah, that sucks, man. I work the weekends too, but I usually call in and I tell them, hey, I need to stay off. But right now, I put up a link. I'm going to put more of these links up. That way you have everything that you need to know. We've got a lot of great stuff happening just all over the place. From Daytona, I think as far north as Daytona, all the way down to Boynton Beach. And we're going to be open carrying and doing a lot of good stuff. We also have a free firearm. Free firearm is up for grabs. There is a video on my channel that you just have to watch to learn the rules. It's called Who Wants a Free Firearm? Look up that video. That way you can check it out and look at all that. Yeah, so Rambo Rob, I hope that you do have the chance to come down. I've got a lot of stuff happening up north. Port Canaveral, Daytona, Port Orange, and those are over like the next 3 to 4 months. So there's a lot going on. Let's see. This one. Cop 350C, what up? How you doing? I'm letting people know about those posts I posted. And we're talking about the free firearm that we're giving away. And July 6th. All right. That's the next link. That is going to be in the next link that you're seeing is Riviera Beach. That's going to be on July 4th weekend. Yeah, you kind of have to show some patriotism, and you should come out and, you know, express your rights as we fought for ours, or when they fought for ours back in 1776 or 1775, or when that first shot heard around the world happened. But other than that, we've got a firearm. We've got a Smith & Wesson shield. in 3 different calibers. It's going to be one of your choice. You're going to have a 9mm choice. You have a choice between the 9mm, the 40, or the 45. That is going to be just before Christmas time. I think I said on December 20th at midnight or 12:01. You have to have your entry in. I need your email. You need to share this video, and you need to tag it with as hashtag solo yacker. Put that hashtag in there for you. That's the hashtag that you're going to need right there. Hashtag solo yacker 2A giveaway. We're going to give away this firearm, like I said, towards the end of Christmas. You'll probably receive it just after Christmas. So most of those gun stores, they usually close up usually like the day or day before Christmas. But anyway, that firearm is going to be up for grabs. If my this video is kind of like back and forth and whatever, it's because I'm using a computer webcam, blah, 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 blah. But the giveaway is going to be done on the 20th. And then we're going to be sending it out on the 22nd to an FFL of your choice. You just will be communicating through email. You tell me where you want it sent. I tell my place to send it to you. You sign off on it. As long as you pass your background check and all that good stuff, you're going to get a firearm for free. Like I said, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, share this video with the hashtag SoloYacker2A giveaway, and shoot me an email at soloyacker2@gmail.com. Oh yeah, that's going to be the email you send to soloyacker2@gmail.com. That way that I know who I'm going to be talking to, because I put all the email addresses into a randomizer. The randomizer randomizes it, does it on its own, and then picks a winner. Once it picks the winner, then we give it to whoever the winner is. I am going to be doing it twice. Once to take all the names and kind of mix them up and shuffle them. And then the second one is the one that'll actually be the one that picks the winner. And then, yeah, once we get the winner, that person, I'll get back in touch with that person. I'll make sure I go live during it so that everybody that is watching, that does want to watch, they can watch it, watch the randomizer, pick it. And then if they're watching, they're going to be like, holy shit, I just want a firearm. Oops, or holy stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Simulation 7 says, so 6 months of open carry. Awesome. I would love to meet any one of you. A lot of these open carry gatherings that we're going to be having are going to, they're going to be as far north as Daytona Beach. There's one in Daytona. There's one in Port Orange. There's going to be one in Port Canaveral. There's going to be one in Boynton Beach, and there's going to be one in Riviera Beach. I've got November and December still to fill out, but I have two really good spots, and I was kind of waiting. I don't think I'm going to use one of them in December. December I may kind of leave alone, maybe. I always say that, but it never ends up working out. And we have something really special coming up. I can't really talk much about it, but I would definitely say everybody take the 22nd. June 22nd would be a very good day to have off. That's about all I can really talk about as of right now. I'm not going to give out too much information, but the 22nd is a very good day. It's already been in the talks, and the 22nd, it's just about finalizing and figuring out where we're going to go. So the 22nd is going to be a huge event, huge. And we're trying to promote it, I'm thinking, by the end of next week or next couple of weeks or something like that. But anyway, Angel, he shared with 25 people, but forgot to put the link. Angel, don't worry, buddy. I know who you are, and I have faith that you're out there spreading the word too. So don't worry. You don't have to worry about spreading the link. The link's getting out there. Simulation said he would really like to want a 9 shield for, yeah. I'm giving, like I said, I'm giving away it's going to be your choice. I've talked to the place I'm going to be purchasing the firearm, and the 40 and the 9 are already comparable. It was the 45, and right now they actually have a good deal on it. Just as good as the other one, but I have long as I can spend, I'm going to spend up to about $400 on the firearm. So it's going to be the Smith & Wesson 9 or the M&P Shield, and the 9 and 40 and the 45. The 45, if they don't have any left, I'm going to probably have to resort to a different firearm. Something, it's going to be more your choice. If it's going to be in the 45, I'm going to spend up to about, like I said, $400, and that includes me shipping the firearm to you. So those are things to think about. So just in case you do want the 45, if it's not possible, you may get your choice of 45. Rambo Rob asked, when are we going back to Miami? Very soon, I hope. I know that everybody wants to go back. I know that the last time we went back, we worked with the city to accommodate the city, which whatever, we'll deal. That was just another day and another time. But yeah, we're definitely going back to Miami. I'm just not sure when. But like I said, on the 22nd, it's a great day to make sure that you have off. So June 22nd of 2019, go ahead and request the day off, because there is something great being planned. Say Solo, did you know they make a carbon fiber barrel for this? No, I didn't. I'm actually not trying to put too much more money into it. I bought the Smith & Wesson 1522 for my son, and it's not that he doesn't like firearms, it's just not his cup of tea, if you will. He's just not into firearms right now. So, the thing was sitting around. I've got the makings of my AR, and I actually have the AR-10 that I'm about to buy the lower for. I got a buddy of mine that wants to get rid of one. And so I'm about to build the AR-15, AR-10, and I'm probably going to be dumping a lot more money into that. But we do have a firearm that I'm trying to give to you. All you people out there, if you know somebody, go to my channel, find that video that says, "Who wants a free firearm?" and learn how to get into it. Share the heck out of it. Post it everywhere. Let everybody know. I think I've already gotten probably about 30 or 40 emails. So that's that's the beginning, and we have until the end of the year. We have till Christmas time, so we have plenty of time to get it out there. I know that we probably want it to not be that 30 people. That would be awesome for that to be it, but we really want to really promote gun rights, and we want people to get excited to try to help, between my channel helping promote gun rights and just open carry rights and constitutional and my political stuff. That's what this is all about, is trying to help get a message out there saying, hey, all these law-abiding citizens through these events and all the stuff that we don't have issues, and the law-abiding citizen isn't the problem. It's those criminals that we really need to keep our eyes on, those habitual criminals. I mean, there are some people that gotten arrested, did their time, and now they've done nothing but right. I commend them, and those people, we want them to slowly get their rights back. We want them to know that they should appreciate their liberties and their freedoms instead of trying to, do whatever they were doing. They have 250 at Palmetto State, just so you know that. Yeah. I do look at Palmetto State. The AR-10 will probably be a lot of components from them, but the AR-15 I'm building, I already have most of the parts already picked out, and I want to stick with those parts on that platform, because that one's going to be more for my self-defense at home, and then the 308 is going to be for that long range and hunting. So, but I appreciate it. No, I definitely like Palmetto State. Good prices, American made, right here in the good old U.S. I think they're out of I'm not saying Georgia. I think it's Tennessee or something like that. I'm not really sure where they're from. I just logged in. Where is the 22nd? Bad Blood. Right now we're working on it. they are working on all the details and all that stuff, because once again, it's going to be an amazing event, and I think it's going to draw a lot of people. And if it draws a lot of people, we just want to make sure that we have all our little ducks in a row, so that we know exactly from start to finish. We don't want it to get really confused where people are parking here and here and here, because we just didn't plan for that many people. Because sometimes we pull up to parking spots that are only, like, there's only 10 spots, but only 8 people show up. So sometimes it works out, but whenever we know that sometimes these big ones are going to be big, we try to make sure we have plenty of room. But that's coming, and it's in the works. Chip Kagan says, what about Port St. Lucie? If you're talking about the detainment, that's coming. That should be coming up here in June or sometime around June. We've got so much going on with the litigation with Miami that I just haven't really wanted to bother them about the issues here in St. Lucie. Trust me, it's happening. I think it was fought, the pre-suit was filed already, but it takes 6 months. So, once again, it's on the radar, but it's Miami's a bigger fish to fry right now. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And Smith or Simulation 7 says, I noticed that I carry. Yeah, and I carry it mainly. I carry it to carry a firearm that isn't that scary. I mean, it can be. I mean, it's still deadly, but I tried to carry the least powerful rifle I could around the public, because even the public, they're like, oh my God, it's an AR-15. And I'm like, it's a variant. It looks like it, but I mean, the barrel, it's a 22. Everything about it's a 22. There's no, I don't know if I'd ever tested to where if I put, I don't think I can. I don't think you can go from the 22 to the 5.56, but you can go from a 5.56 to a smaller. So but that's why I carry it, is to really carry something that's not that scary. South Carolina is what Palmer going to say. Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Simulation 7. Bad Blood, thanks, Solo. He'll be there. I really hope so. I hope all y'all be there. Eggman Eggs, he's here. What's up, Solo? Or he says, howdy, Soto. What up? What up? But back to we've got Jesse James, Florida. He says, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? We're talking about I've got I think 7 or 8 gatherings that we're going to be having. They start on June. Let's see, I'm going to go through them for you. All right. We've got happening very quickly is going to be June 8th. That one is going to be in Port Orange, Florida at the City Hall. That one's going to be a real quick, short walk from a parking lot to their little pond right there at the City Hall. The next one is going to be July 6th, and that one is going to be in Riviera Beach. Riviera Beach is going to be pretty cool. That's going to be the southernmost tip. We're going to take a walk either down the beach or down the road. We're going to it's about a mile walk to the southern or to the easternmost tip of Florida. I believe it's called Pump House. It's got fishing right there, a little jetty, cool little spot. And I believe when we come back, I believe there's a barbecue area that we can have a little barbecue and maybe even fish on the beach if need be. And then on August 17th, we have Port Canaveral, and that's going to be at the jetty right there in Port Canaveral, and that should be a lot of fun. There is a rocket launch that's supposed to happen. We'll see how weather is. You know how those shuttle launches are. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But that'll be really cool. Tons of cruise liners, or not tons, but obviously they're tons. But there should be some really big cruise liners that are going to be cruising through. On September 21st, we're going to Boynton Beach. And that one's, once again, that's going to be really cool as well. Beautiful water, blue, crystal clear. They have 2 sides of an inlet. I believe we're going to be fishing on the north side, but we, if we need to and we're not catching fish on one side, we can get up, pack our stuff, walk across the bridge, and there's another jetty on the other side. And just it's a beautiful, beautiful area. Beautiful. I mean, the water alone is just crystal clear and just amazing. Everything about South Florida I love. And then October 19th, we have a Biketoberfest in Daytona Beach. And this is going to be a pretty long walk. This one is scheduled for about a 2-mile walk. We are walking from I think it's Sickler Park, and right there in Daytona, it's the next bridge north of Main Street Bridge. So if you know where the Main Street Bridge is in Daytona, we're going to be walking from the next bridge, and we're going to take a walk south, and then we're going to take the walk east to the Main Street Pier, and we'll walk right. We're basically going to be walking straight through the middle of Biketoberfest. There should probably be, I'd say, upwards of 20 to 30,000 people on Main Street, and then everybody else that'll be on the beaches during Bike Week. So this one will probably be a pretty amazing event. Even right now, it's only been up for like 2-3 days, and I think 10, 12 people already want to go to it. So that should be also a really good time. So, but anyway, we've got all those great events. We've got your choice of a firearm if you win it on my free firearm getaway. You have your choice between a 9mm, a 40, or 45. Your choice. It's going to be the M&P Shield. You choose your caliber if you win, but you do have to go to my channel, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and you have to email me at soliaker2 2@gmail.com, and send me all that information, and that way I have your name. That way I can put it into my randomizer. I put the randomizer, I put all the names in, randomize it. I randomize it twice, shuffle the names up first, pick the winner second, and then from there in December we'll be I'll be getting back in touch with you December 20th. You'll get an email saying, hey, what FFL do you want me to send it to? I send it to your FFL. You sign off on it, and it becomes your firearm. And congratulations, you win a firearm. But this is also to help promote my channel, promote me as a politician, promote gun rights. I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation, especially here in Florida. I'm running for state representative of Port St. Lucie, and it's crucial right now. There's so much going on that they're trying to strip our rights away here in Florida. Later on, Eggman Eggs. I'll see you later, brother. We have a lot that they're doing that's just unconstitutional in general, and I have to stand up. I want to stand up and fight for the people, because it's just if we keep letting them do what they're going to do, we're going to keep losing all of what we have. Go-karts. Or gone fishing. Have you ever fished, Sebastian? Yes, I have, and that was a fun day too. I will give me 2 seconds, and I'm gonna pull that information up. But it was definitely a lot of fun, a lot of great interactions. It was there was, I want to say, at least 40 or 50 people out on that pier, and nobody got hurt. Everybody had there were a lot of questions. And that's half of it is the educational part, is that we want people to understand that you still have rights. You have gun rights. It's not just you have to conceal, and some people that can't afford that concealed weapons license. And if you can't afford it and you fish, then I think you should protect yourself. And that's what I try to promote. That's what Florida Carry tries to promote. And that's really what it's about. Look, give me 2 seconds. I'm pulling this video up for you.
Are vegans healthy?
All right.
Vegetarians healthy?
All right. Get back over here. All right. Go-karts. Here's that clip for you. There you go. That little link I've just posted, go-kart go or gone fishing. That was us at Sebastian. I went there twice. I went there once to scout it out, kind of check it out, and then the second time we went back, and I think there was about 7 or 8 of us. Fun time. It was a really good time. Later, Angel. Yeah, they're working. Angel. They are working on a Key West trip. I know that there's 2 that they were working on. One was down in the Keys. I don't know if it was a Key West. I think Key West would be a really good venue only because of how many people are and how much is going on there. And you could literally take a walk from one end to the other. It's about parking, but I know that they're looking at the north half where there's a little bit more land, a little bit like out on the state parks and things of that nature. So yeah, the Key West and on the 22nd, those are coming. Yeah, CB said he's dropping off his paperwork to the county clerk this week. Just got the final papers from his lawyer firm. Awesome, and he's taking care of business as well. If you have a link or something, shoot that link over to us so that we can check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to a lot of these people's channels, get over to James Madison Audits. He's a really good First Amendment audit. He comes out with me in our group, and he goes out and open carries with us, and he's amazing. He's an amazing auditor. Very calm, cool, and collective, and very intelligent when it comes to not knowing the law. So pretty impressive. Yeah, watch after this. No worries. Yeah. Jesse James, Florida asked, open carry is okay in Sebastian State Park? Yes, it is. Every state park in Florida is okay. You do have to be careful. Some federal properties that have fishing, that allow fishing, like I found that out. The Army Corps of Engineers stay clear of anything like that. Those areas are kind of off limits, even though there may be fishing attached to it. I found that out because I went fishing and I open carried, and when I called, the guy was like, "You're the guy that came out here. You're not allowed to do it." And then I had to call a bunch of people, and then I found out you're definitely not allowed to do it on, like, if it says Homeland Security, Army Corps of Engineers, any kind of nuclear plant, um, any kind of high risk areas, stay clear of those areas because they possibly will shut it down. And if you're on their property and you're just walking past, you very well you probably will get arrested for being on federal property with a firearm or something to that effect. Yeah, you can open carry while you're fishing, hunting, and camping. And Sebastian Inlet State Park has camping on their property. So yes, you can open carry at this Inlet State Park. And I mean, you can go just about anywhere in the state of Florida. You can go. Don't go to the savannas here. It's called the Savannah State Nature Preserve, the Savannah State Park Nature Preserve, and that runs from Fort Pierce all the way to Jensen Beach, and it's a big gap, and there are no firearms. It's a statute. I'll try to get the statute. I would definitely try to get that statute because it's actually a law, and yeah, and this coming Tuesday, I am actually meeting with a representative that may be able to help get that law overturned. So I've been pestering this lady, and finally I'm going to be sitting in front of her and definitely going to be asking. Jesse James Florida, do I need a specific holster for your side? I always just recommend something with good retention. Don't use one of those little, $10 soft kind of flimsy nylon ones or whatever they're made out of, cotton, whatever. I don't recommend it. I wear a Serpa mainly because of the extra retention. It's a level 2. I always say go level 2, but some people are like, oh, you got a finger. So not everybody wants level 2, but something that has an adjustable, like a good Kydex. It can be outside the white waistband Kydex, just something that has adjustable retention, because sometimes, even for me, I'll actually put the retention down on mine just a little bit more, just so that if somebody does get stupid and tries to take my firearm, they're going to have to really kind of give it a good yank, because at most of these, I don't plan on drawing my firearm, and heaven forbid we ever do have to draw it. I mean, especially when it's like 9, 10 of us, dude. I mean, unless they really have a death wish, I don't. But just having a good something that has good retention is always better than having something really flimsy. Yeah. Go-karts or Gone Fishing says, I was filming FWC at the sandbar yesterday and he didn't like it. Took a picture of your boat. Yeah. That's what they do, man. I don't know why they freak out about cameras, especially like these First Amendment audits. You know, as soon as the camera starts rolling and they see the camera, they're like, oh my God, you can't do that. Get out of here. And I don't get it. They should just understand they're public officials. And if they don't like to be in the limelight, don't be in the limelight. Yeah. Jesse James Florida says, got it. No St. Lucie locks fishing then. No, I was there. Now the C23 and the C24. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, some of those other ones, just the main locks. If it says Army Corps of Engineers or if it says anything to do with Homeland Security, you can't fish there. And I guess St. Lucie locks is definitely ran by the Army Corps of Engineers. So, CBS, what's my plan if I become state representative? I'm looking at trying to really, Second Amendment. I'm not going to beat that horse. We understand that. The second one is trying to generate new tax revenue. We keep, it's not just for my county, it's for the state. I've been hearing a bunch of other cities and other places trying to raise their sales tax almost up to 8%, 8.5%, and I've seen it go from 6.5%. I mean, even the county I lived before, it was 6% at one point, and I think they just hit 7%, and I believe we're at 7.5% here in my county. And I understand that things cost money, but there's got to be a way, instead of taking it from the people, let's find a way to generate tax money that people are either getting as some kind of service or some kind of good that generates that money. And for me, I know from California, Colorado, and Oregon, they've generated roughly about $5 billion over the last 4 years. So I want recreational marijuana here. Don't really smoke it. Don't really care who smokes it. It's just there's so much money there that it can go for schooling. Education's a huge part for me. I want to try to bring back trade schools and not just like these little smaller kind of, they have some of these things in place, but we really need to bring back, mechanics school, electrician schools, especially for the kids that are interested in those things. I think that the technology, we need to come up with some kind of trade school that brings in technology. That's a huge one for me too. If the kids are going to be on their phones and on their computers, let's teach them how to make money doing what they are already interested in. So, let's see. And we've got guns, we've got education, we've got tax revenue, clean water. That's a huge part for mainly our community here. That's going to be, but that stems for everybody in Florida, because there are bad places all over that have, pollution in their waters. And once again, all that takes money and tax revenue and beating on the door of the federal government saying, hey, we need more funding because of this. Working with our federal government is crucial. And I plan on working, and if I get elected, I definitely will reach out to Trump saying I'm behind him 100%. I've already reached out to him telling him that, but if and when I do become a politician, that's the goal. Yeah, the poor conservative says, how about getting the politicians to stop talking and spending our pet projects rather than taxing the people more? Yeah, I can't agree more, man. That's, for me, it's not about the money. All I want when I get into this, what they pay isn't all that great. It's not the hugest salary. I want to say it's under 50,000 or something like that. But as long as I can support my family doing this, I don't care. Everything else, that is that is money that I will put into Florida for the people. If you give me money, sure, I'm going to have to get a business card. Sure, I'm going to have to do this. I may have to get certain things to make myself more presentable, more professional, but that money is being used to help promote you. Because at the end of the day, the things I believe in are things that I think that people also believe in. And so, like, tell me what you think are the problems, not just if you live in my county, bringing tourism to our county would be crucial. And that's part of generating tax money to help have tax money to bring in a Universal or a Disney or anything like that would be so helpful to this county. That would help. We give a good and millions of dollars are spent at that place. There's tax money that's generated, and that's what we need to start doing. The people want something, not just to be taxed on, oh, we're going to raise your sales tax this just because we need more money for this. We need to start doing other things with the tax money. Give the people something instead of just saying, all right, instead of nothing. Yeah. CB says, thanks for the answer. But Seven's, yeah. You, in a county, yeah. Oregon State, yeah. You guys, those state taxes are crucial. We don't have a state. I mean, that's a state tax. You guys, I guess that's our state tax, but we don't really pay. That's just, we don't even have a state tax. When we pay taxes, it's just paying the federal government. There's no state tax. So our sales tax, that's half the money that gets distributed throughout the entire state of Florida. And if we want to generate, you need to have other people from other parts of the world coming to your county to generate that money. And that's why I say, if we have you legalize marijuana recreational, people will come from Georgia. They will come from every ends of the world to come to Florida to smoke it and to enjoy vacations where they can have a theme park or there's something for them just other than a beach. Because I mean, Florida's more than just a beach to me, but that's what people come here for. They come here for the theme parks. They come here for the beaches, and that's I won't say that's it. They come here for the fishing. There's so much they do come here for, but I think we need to offer more, especially in my county. Grill and Gun says, "What's up? How y'all doing? What's up, brother? How you doing?" Democrats and snowflakes are the problem. Yes, they are. Yeah, I used to live in New Mexico. I was an Air Force brat, and they do a lot of things out there, like you're saying with like the agriculture. Those are things that are almost they're not dying, but they're just they're not taught. Some people still live on farms, and that's what they believe in. And I remember having the Future Farmers of America, and that was an amazing. We got to learn not just how to grow something, but why it grew and how to feed it. And those are issues. We have so much runoff from chemicals and from fertilizers and just so much pollution that's running off. We need to figure out, let these kids understand those parts, and maybe they can figure out a way to create better fertilizers or ways to use less fertilizers. I don't know. I don't have all the answers to that, but there's got to be a way. And I think if we teach them, or if they're interested in those things will be it. They will find a way. That's just a great thing about the mind, is you find a problem and you put that problem in front of somebody, and if they're passionate about it, they will find a solution to that problem. And that's where I'm trying to run for a politician, is I see problems, and now I'm trying to address those problems. And the only way to address them is to be that person. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying everybody needs to run, but if you really want to make a difference and to make a difference about the problems, you got to be that difference to basically change those problems. Yeah. CB says he ran here and re-ended as was gonna win, and that scared me. Yeah, it is. It is kind of scary. I mean, my hopes for it are really high. I hope I do win, but realistically, nobody really knows who I am. I mean, people are starting to know who I am through Facebook and YouTube and all the social media stuff. But I mean, people in this town really don't. I mean, they don't really know me. Like there's probably I may know a couple hundred people here, but as I've been meeting people, I mean, general stuff is positive, and that's all that matters. James Madison, what up, bro? How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Here we go. Florida is a good place to retire, which sucks for the amount of people coming in. If we can find a way to make this place amazing for young people will come here. You know, that, I don't know. I always say, you keep a place very energetic and it will stay young forever. I look at Daytona. Daytona's a little bit of both, but for the most part, there's so much going on that there's so many, you got spring breaks and things of that nature. If you can bring something that's very energetic, it will bring youth to your town because those young people will come looking for jobs at a place they want to work instead of, like here in this county, it's tough to find, good workers. I mean, it's not saying they're all bad. It's just, a lot of the ones that I've ran into and I've seen someday they're here one day, gone the next, or their level of expectations for working is just like, oh, I'm just here to collect the paycheck and that's it. And that's just, we have to keep them energetic into what they want to do instead of just forcing them into a job that they A, don't love, and B, are just, they're not useful. But yeah. All right. Chuck Brewster says, thank you for what you're doing. I appreciate it. Thank you. I do this for all of us. I don't do this just for me. I do this for every one of us. I mean, even if you don't live here in Florida and something that I say resonates to you that triggers you to go and do something positive for gun rights and from the state you're from, then I've won there. If I can motivate one person to stand up for their rights and to help promote gun rights to others, then I've done my job because that's all. When I started this was just for just a kind of just be educational and just help understand open carry rights and gun laws. I never thought it'd turn into anything like this. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So I thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. But back to what I was saying, I've got 6 months. It starts in June. We've got one coming up here June 6th or June 8th. June 8th is going to be Port Orange. July 6th is Riviera Beach. August 17th is going to be Port Canaveral. We've got September 21st in Boynton Beach. We've got October 19th in Daytona Beach, and that's going to be during Biketoberfest, and that's going to be an amazing time. 30, probably upwards of 20 to 30,000, 40,000 people all over the place. Bikes everywhere. We're going to walk straight down Main Street Road right to the Main Street Pier, and they're going to see a lot of patriots walking through. I do also know that we have something. I would go ahead and request a day off for the 22nd of June. There is nothing on paper yet. That is coming. So definitely be ready for the August 22nd. We have a birthday in July. My July 21st is going to be my birthday bash. I'm going to do something for that. And then I've still got to fill out November and December. If anything, it'll be early December like I did last year. I don't try to do it towards the last end of the month, mainly because of Christmas, people and their families. And then November will probably be the same, sometime either in the beginning or middle. I'm going to try to keep it away from Thanksgiving, or I may do it on Thanksgiving. That might be a good time. Food, hanging out, carrying guns. You're good, man. CB, don't worry, man. Resended. Sorry, bro. My C doesn't work so much. Yeah, that's funny. Um, he's out of Philadelphia. I have a house in South Hutchinson Island, getting my family out to vote for you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. The next time I do, I've got to go to a what was it called? It's a Young Republican meeting. I've got that on Tuesday. I may not make it this week to go do any uh, petitioning, but I will do a video the next probably for every week. I'm gonna be every week. I'm planning on going somewhere to do a petition signing. So I'll let you know about. Just stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can let them know where I'll be when I need some petitions signed. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, techs and manufacturing, I mean, are crucial because people like some people around here need to work with their hands. I mean, our construction fields are doing well, but not everybody wants to sit out in the Florida sun. If we can, you know, between even simple just putting together keyboards and things of that nature, those things are they're needed. I mean, I know I can't speak for what companies could come here, but I mean, anything at this point that would help boost our county, because we have tons of people here. That's just the jobs are mainly nursing, hospitality industry. I mean, there's just not a lot unless you really have like a serious college degree or something of things of that nature. A lot of it's just very, you know, I don't know. I know that we need to do better. That's all I do know. Um, Gorillas and Guns says keep pushing your face and always associate it with what you're running for, and that will help get more people curious about you. 100%. Yeah. Anytime Gorilla Gun says anytime you want to get me on your podcast, bro, I'm all ears and I'm all for it. Give me a little if it's probably going to be in the evenings. Just let me know ahead of time. I usually have to either tell my boss or I have to reschedule a day off with somebody so I can make sure I can get on there with you. But that's usually not an issue. Second Amendment says, "What's up from New York? What up? What up? How you doing, brother?" We're talking. We're talking about some open carry stuff, and oh yeah, I've got a free firearm. If you would like to win a free firearm, go into my channel after this. There's going to be a little video that says, "Who wants a free firearm?" Watch that video. It's going to tell you how to enter into it. In a nutshell, you're going to subscribe to my channel. You're going to share the video, hashtag it with Soloyaker 2A giveaway, and then you're going to email me at soloyaker, the number 2, at gmail.com, and you're going to shoot me your email address. That way I can put your email into a randomizer. I'm going to randomize it twice. I'm going to shuffle the names up the first time, and the second time is going to be when we pick the winner. I will then reach back out to you, have you tell me what FFL you want me to ship it to. From there, when your FFL gets the firearm, you'll fill out your paperwork. As long as you clear everything, the firearm will be yours, and then you will inherit a free firearm. And that's it. And it's really going to help promote Second Amendments. It's going to promote my political campaign stuff. It's going to help promote gun rights. It's going to help just promote a lot. And that's what we're about. I'm going to try to promote as much as I can about our rights and making sure that there's people out there knowing that people aren't going to stand up or stand down if you want to keep taking away our rights. I am trying to. I want to personally come over there. I do believe there's a gentleman by the name of Mr. Carroll that he is the region lead over there for the Tampa area. I will get with him. I know they did something in Sarasota not too long ago. I will reach out to him as well and see when their next couple are. I need to start working on with them to really help promote them, because everybody here watches and learns a lot and knows where to go. their social media, I won't say their platform. A lot of the stuff we do is on Facebook. They don't do a lot on YouTube, so you're not going to probably see a lot of it. And that's where I try to really push when they say, hey, can you do a video? I'm like, yeah, I'll do a video for you. And I'll do a video, and everybody thinks I'm doing it, but I'm doing it for them. So, but anyway, I will get with those people, and we'll definitely try to get over there. Yeah. Second Amendment says, keep the patriots informed, and God bless America. God bless America. America. Doomsday, of course, Bugman. Yeah. Done and done. Heard that. Thank you very much. More young people in Florida, legalize it. Use the money to open trade schools like Job Corps, and that's the goal. That's what really I want to promote trade schools, because we here in my county we have I believe it was 12% ish. I want to say 12%, 12 point something dropout rate, and it really falls in the last 2 years of their high school, and that's where, if we can, as they're going from 8th grade into 9th grade, that's where we start to see, or at least I started to see a transformation in my son's kind of where he's starting to look. And he's involved in a Marine Oceanic Academy, and he's very much involved, not so much with the handling of fish, but he's involved with the marine aspects of things and the science. And that's not really a trade school, but those are the kinds of things that we need. Whatever they are interested in, whether it be a trade school, whether it be marine biology, we need to offer more schools that will guide them more in that direction as they transfer from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Because without keeping them interested in something, they lose that interest. They end up getting mixed up with the cool crowd, I guess they would call it. And they're like, oh, I'd rather just do nothing and go out and party all the time, or they're fed up with school because they're just not learning anything. There's nothing there for them. So they end up saying, I'm just going to go get my GED, good enough, and then I can go get a college education. And then they go get some social arts degree or liberal degree, and it means absolutely nothing as well. So to keep them focused on the things that they're interested in is crucial. It's crucial at this point. Let's see. Yeah, welders and woodworks in the boat industry. I mean, anything. I mean, a lot of, I won't say they're not dying. They're just, you look at the who is in it, and a lot of them, if you ask, they're going to be people that have little to either maybe just a basic high school education, and if they would have been guided towards, whether it would be welding or mechanic work or something, they wouldn't have been in so many different jobs trying to figure out that, oh, I like building stuff, and then they could have had that guidance. So anything that we can do to help focus in on them. Solo, were you at Hoffman, Kirtland, or Cannon Air Force Base? To be honest, I was so young. I was probably, I want to say I was like 3 or 4 at the time. I honestly don't remember. I just know my parents were in the Air Force, so. But we traveled around. I mean, I was in Arizona, New Mexico, California, Japan. I heard we stopped off in like Germany or something for a little bit, and then we were mostly state bound after that, and then we landed in New Mexico, traveled over to Indiana, came from Indiana down to Florida, and then when I was about 8 years old, that's where or 7-ish, I landed in Jacksonville, Florida. And Jacksonville, Florida was like the first place I ever called home, because it was the first place I ever lived for more than a year. And then we went from Jacksonville to Daytona, lived in Daytona most of my life up until Probably just recently, so like 27, 8-ish, and then moved down here. Moved to South Florida. South Florida, Douglarby. 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 All right, Douglarby. What up? How y'all doing? And Gorilla and Gun says I'm working on getting someone from the GOA on at the end of this month. Nice. And Eggman has just added you, GG. And let's see. 12% is ridiculous. Yeah, for sure. I mean, taxation is theft. We need to find ways. I mean, some taxation is understandable to help keep the things we need, keep them going. We need some government, but some of the stuff that they're friggin' doing is just ridiculous. I mean, some of the things that they're trying to. We need $18 billion for this project, and they only use $8 million of it. What happens to the other 10? How come that doesn't just get redistributed? So, I mean, sometimes I think they've been overstepping boundaries on things. I don't know 100%, but I do see some things that I can definitely. If you hear, that's my baby. What are you doing over here? What are you doing? She's good. But, yeah. We do need more tech schools here in Florida. He went to a tech school in Boynton. Jesse James Florida says we do need more tech schools. I went to a South Tech school in Boynton Beach while I was in high school for his electives, and he did auto body and restoration class and learned a lot. So, and they had a Marines program and the Marine mechanics program too. I mean, those are things that are like some people are just interested. Some people have this, some kids are fishermen. A Marine mechanics program would be amazing. Come here. Come on. I hear ya. Hi. 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 It's okay. But yeah, having a Marines mechanics program. Hey, come on. Stop moving. Having a Marines mechanics program would be really, truly amazing for anybody that's a fisherman, because then they have a job other than trying to be a professional fisherman. I mean, professional fishing doesn't really pay the bills, and I learned that firsthand. I thought I was a good fisherman, and I went on to the IFA kayak fishing tour, and it just, the closest thing I came to was came in 13th place, and they paid out top 12. So that was the closest I did. I mean, but for the entire year, I ended up finishing 8th for the region, which was actually pretty amazing for not even cashing. So, you two, South Florida Douglaby, you have a great day, brother. Thank you for coming in. What am I doing? Hey, hi, hi. You're just those little squirmers. Ugh, ugh. My babies. Oh yeah. Port Reserve says Charlotte County used to have the Votech school that did wonders for young folks looking for a trade. And we're all saying these same things, and it seems like some of these trade schools and a lot of these mechanics programs and things of that nature have slowly not disappeared, but they're not maybe they're just not getting as much funding, and they're just not everywhere, or not, even here. I think in my county we have Kaiser College, we have Indian River State College, and we have Virginia College, and I think those are the three main colleges that we have in our county. And then there may be a couple trade schools here and there, but I mean, other than that, it's hard. We've got to start giving something for our youth, because I mean, at the end of the day, when I'm 70, these are the same children that are going to be running the country. They're going to be the ones taking care of us, and that's it's scary. You know, it's not that I don't think that I have faith. There are young ones out there that I see on YouTube that are very much either conservative or even some that are Democrat, and that are more like the true liberal, that they're not the crazy nutbag liberals, but they still have their democratic pop part their democratic ideologies. They're just not those extremists, and those extremists are almost considered like socialists at this point. They're not even considered Democrats. They're socialists. So we have the socialists we have to be careful with, and we just want to be. You know, I'm running as a conservative. I'm Republican all the way. So you don't have to worry about me being one of those nutbag crazy Democrats or one of those turncoat Republicans. Oh, what? What? Are you getting hungry? Yeah. All right. We may have to cut the video short, huh? Because you want some food. Yeah. 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 Gorilla and Gun says he learned auto body in high school, and 30 years later he still works in the auto. You know, and I'm sure I'm sure you went through some rough times through, when the economy was rough, but for the most part, you've had a job your whole life. There are cars that need to be worked on, so you could go to Timbuktu, find an auto body shop, and you could probably get a job there. And that's the thing about trade schools, is that they actually allow you to work across a broad area. It's not just limited to just this. If you can't find a job just in this, I can't even, like a lawyer firm or something. If you no longer get a job as a lawyer or something, what do? At least with a trade, there's always going to be somebody there to hire you. And even for rehabilitated criminals that have gone and done their time, they get out and they struggle getting jobs. But if we were to offer them trade schools to where they can get a realistic job to actually make a decent wage, instead of them trying to work at McDonald's for $8, $9 an hour, and they're like, oh, I'm fed up with this, I'm just going to go sell dope again. And then next thing you know, they're back in they're back in that loop. I want to see criminals rehabilitate themselves to where they don't feel that that's the only way out for them. If they feel the only way out for them is to just sell drugs and rob people and things of that nature, they're just going to end up in the court systems and in the prison systems the rest of their life. And that's not beneficial, because at the end of the day, when they're not paying taxes because they're not working, I have to pay for them to be incarcerated, to feed them and to clothe them and all that. And I want to see, it's probably not feasible, but it would be awesome to have every person in America do great things and, have a job and work and pay taxes and all that. It'd be amazing. And if we can make sure that we teach our youth that they have ways to make great money, whether it be a trade school or whether it be being a lawyer or a doctor, some may be destined to play baseball, but let's introduce them into something that is more than just baseball. Let's introduce them into something that they are interested in. It could be building bats, being a woodworker. Oh, Mike was a woodworker and learned how to build bats for Spalding, and he was a bat builder his whole life, but he played baseball, and one day he got recognized, and now he plays professional baseball. I mean, that would be an amazing story. A guy that learned to make millions of dollars by building a bat that would take him there to the top. It's all that's feasible, because if you have an idea, you can make anything happen. It's the American dream, to make something out of nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it is amazing money. I remember a time that being in the hospitality culinary field, we made great money I mean, I remember a time, when minimum wage was $6, $7 and I was making 15. I was good at what I was doing. I'm still good at what I do, but the restaurant industries in my county don't pay as well. I mean, I'm still making upwards of 15, but at this point, I feel like, they're trying to raise here in the state of Florida, they're trying to make minimum wage $10. $10. And for what? For no education, for your first job in a kitchen? No. Sorry. You don't your wage is earned, not given. And once again, if you start raising minimum wages, that's just tax money that we've got to shell out to increase those. So I'm not a big fan of raising minimum wage. You raise your minimum wage by working hard. Yeah. Jesse James Florida says when he learned how to manufacture hurricane shutters before his son was born, and now he's stuck with it. And 15 years later, and once again, I'm sure they may teach something like that in college, but that's not what you go to college for. That is something that can be taught in a trade. That's manufacturing. That's going into a shop and having a press that, for him, it's, taking, whether it's aluminum or steel or whatever it is, and, making, you're making a shape to create a shutter. So, I mean, it's not that he's not educated, but it just takes a little attention to detail and a little passion for building. You have to have a passion, and that's, he has a passion to work with his hands. I'm sure he can do other things with his hands or his mind. I'm not criticizing you at all, Jesse, but and same thing for me. To be a cook, to be a chef doesn't take, it takes simple math. I gotta add, subtract, multiply, and divide, and be able to read a recipe. That's the extent of cooking. I'm sure there is a little bit more passion to the next steps, but for the most part, it doesn't take much. And that's not something you need a 4-year, 8-year degree to learn how to do. You can, but you're probably going to be $60,000, $80,000 in debt when you could have taken your first couple years, learn the trade at that lower level, which is still probably $12 to $15 an hour. And then next thing you know, you're the shift supervisor, or you are the supervisor, and you're making $25 an hour. I'm not sure how much Jesse's making, but I'm sure it goes along that lines that, you start small, but you stick with something, especially with a company, for a while, and, you're going to be at the top end of that market. Yeah, Eggman Eggs, safe day to all, and he's got to go back to farming. And once again, that's another trade, Without farmers in America, we have no food. Or I mean, we still would have food. We just have to find it. We'd have to find a way to do it ourselves, But that's half of it. Without farmers in America, we're not going to have that bell pepper or that orange or any of that food that you eat every day. I mean, you're going to have to go out and do it yourself. So we definitely appreciate those farmers of America. Yeah. I mean, Jesse, I'm sure you are very proud. I'm not criticizing in any way, bro. Uh, yeah. Chuck Brewster, you need to get with Jesse here, man. There could be a good connection. That way, you guys can maybe work out something. Support your local business, support your local YouTuber follower. Yeah. All right, Gorilla Guns. I'll see you. Something, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably go ahead and get off as well. The she's getting a little hungry. Come on, you gotta sit up with it just real quick. Oh. Oh, oh, don't cry. Oh, say hi, everybody. Say hi. 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 Hi, everybody. This is my little Oceana. She's hungry. So, but I'm going to go ahead and end this off, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and the subscribe. I'm going to put a lot of, links after I post this video, so check out all the events that we were talking about will be in that link. The free giveaway video will be in that link. That way you can share that video. Don't forget, subscribe and email me. All that stuff will be in that video. And I will attach my campaign donation link as well if you'd like to donate to my campaign. So thank you for watching. Thank you for all my subscribers. Soliaker, deuces. Bye. Thank you, Jesse James. She's awesome.